for.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't see the buy sell shit.
No. I know you don't see the buy sell shit. Okay. You got to relax. All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send it over to you, and what it is hold on a second. There's this. You can set your settings. All right, to a save option.
Yeah, I thought I did that.
Okay. Oh, did I send you the template already?
Yeah, we did this last week.
All right. So then the buy sell should be on the bottom to the right.
I don't see it. Symbol.
Huh?
It's not in the red box, right?
No. Everything should be set up if I sent you the template.
Yeah, well, last time I was buying and selling, but this time I don't see buy sell.
Oh yeah. So what do you see? Do you see on the left side the red box, right?
So on mine, the red box is on the right.
Okay, so then it's wrong. All right, hold on a second. Workspace, WTO, layout. Okay, go to the to the right box, the red box.
Yeah.
On the red box, go to layout. Right click it.
Hold on. Where's layout?
Right click on the red box. It should say 1.0.7.169.
Mine's saying the time at the top.
Right click it. Market's going to open
07169.
Yeah.
Layout.
Okay.
Okay. So layout says save, open, save as, restore. Restore.
Open. Hold on a second. Wait a second. Okay, so layout. Open.
Okay, now I got a new window.
Under open.
25,
yeah, put the
25x
25x layout TCF. Click on that and open that. And the next time you log out, what you need to do is, at that point, you have to whatchamacallit, save the layout as.
All right, so now I see the.
Yeah. Now, are you back on it?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Okay, so we're looking at Palantir, Tesla, Ford. No. Let me put it Apple. Ooh, Apple made a nice pop. Nvidia, and then over here, I've got everything listed up. Let's see what GameStop's doing. That was one. If I have it up here, yep. All right, GameStop's dipping. GameStop GME, I might get into that in a little bit. Let's see. Palantir's 124.96, 125. So with the market today, I might want to go long, but I think I might want to do GameStop long right now. Give me 1 sec.
All right, what's GameStop's?
GME. All right, it's dipping down 34.47, 36. I just put an order in for 1,000 shares. Or some unreason, I like a moron, I wasn't checking, so I did 1,070. All right, let me get which is like the stupidest thing to do, but anyway. Oh, it's tanking.
Are you buying or are you short?
I'm buying it. It's crossing down below that level where I want to buy. So it's at 33.72.
I just talked 500.
Okay. All right.
Well, it's not showing me the price. It says
No, it's not showing me the price either. So I don't know if there's a problem with it. They haven't gone through the orders and stuff. Hold on a second. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing the size. Let me try something else. It's not it's not letting me execute on GameStop. I don't know why. It let me execute on Palantir. Let me see.
All right, so what should I do with GameStop? Should I sell?
Yeah, just sell it out because it's not going to give you anything. I just bought into Tesla.
TSL?
TSLA. I'm into Palantir and I'm into Tesla right now. I don't know what happened with GameStop. I don't know. Sometimes certain things don't. I don't know. It just didn't. Whatever it was. So I've got 2,000 shares of Tesla right now. I'm going to sell that out quick. And I've got 1,000 shares of Palantir.
Wow, Tesla's just ripping.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I should have more money than that. I don't know what's going on. So I'm up about 1,500, 1,800 on Tesla right now. I'm only up about 600, 700 on Palantir. But I've got to call up and find out what happened with that GameStop because that was the one that sort of tricked me. So I've got to find out what the hell that shit was all about. Are you into anything right now?
I only bought 500 at Tesla.
All right. So I'm in 3,000 for Palantir. I'm 2,000 for Tesla. So I'm up about $2,000 for the day so far. $3,000, $4,000, 3. Let's see if it makes a nice little bounce back. Tesla, I'm hoping for really rips up. But you can't really complain, right? As long as you're making money, who gives a shit?
No, I went in low.
Okay. Are you up?
Yeah, I'm up 300.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I only bought 500 shares.
Yeah, I know. All right, there we go. Come on. Son of a bitch. Now I'm down to almost break even. I don't know how the hell that happened. I was up almost $4,000 and now I'm like break even basically. So this morning it was freaking. I was running around like a lunatic because the dog decides he wants a stomach ache, and the next thing I know, I got to give him a bath, and you know when you go to give them a bath. I don't know if you ever do, but like if you have to give them a bath, they just run around. They think it's playtime.
I take him to the groomer.
No, I do too. But when he goes outside and he decides he's going to make a mess of himself, I don't want him running around the house, you know. Next thing I know, streaking all over the place. So, I got to go in there. What?
What are we doing with Tesla?
Well, hold it on. I think it's going to be a positive day today. You know, I mean, listen, I was up $4 grand. I should have literally called it a day. I was done in 5 minutes, but I figured, what the hell? I still think you're gonna get a nice little charge up. So we'll see. You know, I'm still positive, so I'm not gonna cry about it. But I mean, I was up 4,000. Now I'm down. You know, I'm up about 1,000 only, which is kind of bullshit. But you know what? That's the game you play. I'm just a little pissed at GameStop. Look at GameStop. It went to a high of almost $34. I would have gotten in at 32. Come on. Come on. Oh, this is beautiful. I got Palantir down 1,200. I got Tesla up 1,200, so I'm at break even. What a Jesus, man. Now Tesla's ripping up. You see that?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I'm up $3 grand on Tesla. I'm down 700 on Palantir. You know, I'm just hoping Tesla makes that rip back up to 364. If it makes that rip up to 364, then I'll make $4 grand on that one, and then I'll call it a day. And then I'm still thinking Palantir is going to make a nice run up there. Come on. All right. This is just pissing me off, man. Seriously. I blame the dog. And then secondly, I blame you for not being prepared. Ooh, that was
All
about
right.
you're
Well,
what'd you make?
I'm out of Tesla. I made $735.
All right, so now it should take off.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
Come on.
I was just trying to help you out there.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So in that case, how can you help me out? You know what? Short Palantir then. That'll help me out. With your luck, it'll bust up then.
What was it? PAL?
PLTR. Oh, God damn it.
What is it doing?
I'm losing money on both of them right now. Tesla just reversed it.
Well, I need to redo my chart. I can't see the whole chart.
Okay. It's at 120 Palantir. Hold on a second.
I can see it's at 124.18.
Yeah, 16.8, whatever. So I'm down
What's
about.
it doing on the chart? Is it still?
Yeah, it's still there, you know, but I'm down about 3 grand on the thing, like an idiot. You know, this is the problem, man. You know, I could have been out today with a $4,000 profit, and I wanted to make 10 grand. So, you know, I got greedy. What are you going to do?
Don't get greedy.
I know that. Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate the vote of confidence there. Man, this is bullshit. Come on. It's like watching paint dry sometimes, you know that? Man, this is going to be the costliest bath this dog ever cost me. Because I literally did absolutely no research this morning. I just said, I feel like doing this. I saw, you know, MSNBC, CNBC for like 2 seconds. And I'm like, yeah, the market looks like it's going to go up. Trump hasn't said anything. And now, you know, usually I like to start around 8:30, 8:45, start looking at everything, see what the news has to say. And that's how you can gauge, you know, hopefully which way the market's going. But I didn't realize it was going to be a nice little flush down like an idiot. Did you finish the flower bed yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I should be hiring people to do that, but I figured I needed an exercise.
Yeah, I got my guys coming over tomorrow and Friday to start working on the backyard.
Well, Palantir's, what is Palantir doing? Going up?
It's going up. I mean, it's still down, don't get me wrong, but Tesla's starting to go back up. So if Tesla gets back to about 2,000 profit, which I don't know if it's ever going to do again, honestly, on me, you know? So, you plan on taking the boat out this weekend?
If it's not raining.
Yeah. Well, it's freezing outside. I just want to.
Yeah, this whole week's supposed to be rainy.
Yeah, no kidding, man. It kind of sucks.
All right, what else is moving?
Dude, I don't give a shit what else is moving. Honestly, I'm watching this crap. You look around. Take a look at Apple. Take a look at GameStop. You know what? Try buying back into GameStop. See what happened to that. GMA. I don't know, because sometimes I'm shocked why we couldn't get the shares on that. And it actually looks like it's halted trading. No, now it's back to, now it's moving again.
It's 30.
91, 90, yeah.
No, mine's not moving.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's, I don't know if there's something wrong with it down there, because GameStop's one of those that, flies around all over the place. So I got to find out what's going on with that one later on. So.
Yeah, mine's barely moving.
Yeah, exactly. And meanwhile, this morning when it opened up at 35.73, it came crashing down, $5. So you made 700. I'm down 2,800 right now, 3,000. I could have taken this dog to the most expensive groomer in the world. Whatever.
What Apple do we do? AAPL?
Yeah, AAPL. Just play, just get used to everything. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're doing. Just play small shares, like 500 shares, whatever. And then until you feel comfortable posting it up and stuff like that. Here, let me see what else is up there. Amazon's coming down. Apple's coming down. Everything's coming down. Yeah, I definitely picked the wrong time to get in. Look at Meta, META. That would have been a nice short. Whatever will be, will be. Rigetti. What's the matter?
I'm moving tiles around.
Okay. Why, it doesn't feel comfortable for you?
I can't see the screen.
Well, why don't you reduce them then?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Fuck me.
Is there a way to make the font smaller?
Yeah. You have to right click it and it says font on settings. So when you go there, you can make it look any way you want. So let's just say you go into the chart for Palantir and you click settings. You're going to see a box that opens up in the middle. And everything about there, about, commands, order, graphics. Once you get the graphics, now you see what you want to put in there, what you don't want to put in there. There's tiers, sounds, windows. So you can adjust everything you want on this thing. If you feel more confident, eventually you have the hotkeys all set up already.
Oh my goodness.
What?
I don't know. I clicked at the top of one of the boxes and I got a shit show going on. I got everything kind of got bigger.
Okay. Remember, if you get lost, what do? You go right click on the red and you go back up. You go back to layout and you go to restore.
All right. Right click, restore.
Right click layout, and then you could do restore. That's what we call the idiot button.
Okay, well, I just used it.
Okay. Oh man. Honestly, like I said, I'm into this thing for freaking 20 minutes and I'm down $5,000. What a shit. I'm a dick. You don't have to agree with me, but yeah, you can. Oh man, I might just close this out and just take the loss and call it a day. Uh, Man, I was so confident it was going to be a positive day today too. But see, this is the problem, and I always say, you know me, I only like to trade one stock at a time. So when I do two stocks, I guess my brain gets overloaded. I don't know what I'm doing.
So you're gonna blame it on your brain?
I'm blaming it on you. I'm being dead honest, man. You know me. I blame somebody for everything. Whether it's you, my wife, somebody's getting blamed for this shit. I'm going to call her up and blame her that she didn't take care of the dog this morning.
The dog? It's the dog's fault?
Yeah, it's the dog's fault, no doubt about that. He's numero uno right now on my garbage list. Son of a bitch. Now I'm down $6,000. I had a chance to get out of this with the profit, but I'm so stupid.
Yeah, you're gonna have to help me with these tiles because
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to figure out, like I said, I got to figure out how to do the freaking camera so I could see your screen while we're trading and stuff like that. Because, like I said, right now, honestly, oh my God, man. Now I'm down $6,000. I mean, it's not a big deal, but, right now, Tesla, you're lucky you got out of Tesla because I'm down $4,000 on that thing. And that's only 2,000 shares. I'm down about
tears dropping like a rock.
I know. I realize that. I'm still in that as well.
Is that me laughing?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness! Look at Tesla.
I know. I told you.
So here's the deal. I could only see my chart now is at 9:52. Right?
Oh, okay.
I could only see to 8 o'clock before, so I couldn't see what was going on. But now I can see that. That's why I kept asking you what's it doing.
Oh my God, man! Now you see the shit show I'm in, right?
Yeah. Well, all I could do is see just the numbers.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny is
buy sell numbers. Oh my goodness.
So Tesla was making a turnaround, but Palantir was cruising down. Now Palantir's making a turnaround, and Tesla's all the way down. So I'm almost positive on Palantir. I'm only down about $300, but I'm down $3,000 on Tesla. So before I had them both up like $2,000, and I should have called it a day. So now I'm actually positive on Palantir. I'm gonna let it run up there. Hopefully this offsets the bullshit that I'm going through. See, you should have bought into Palantir when it hit the bottom, but I was too stupid.
Well, I wasn't. I was messing with the tiles.
Yeah. So now I'm only down about 1,300, 1,100. So it's coming back. So Palantir is actually saving my ass right now. I just got to have Tesla turn around because I got a big position in that one right now. If that can turn around, I'll call it a day and I'll be happy with $1,000 today. But when I say that, I'm going to get greedy again. I'm like, oh, I want $15,000. All right. I'm only down 300. How? I don't know. Come on. Palantir's got to break up past 125.50. Oh, there we go. Now I'm positive. Come on, son of a bitch. Tesla. If Tesla turns around, then I'm having a good day. Or at least I'll be back to where I was before. Oh, man. I'm up. Now I'm up. But both of them, right now, I'm up 900 on Palantir or 600, and I'm down 600 on Tesla. All right. I'm going to close this shit out because I'm not spending all day here doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm only down 200 on Tesla right now. I had a dream that... Oh, man, it just tanked again. Son of a bitch. Come on. It's right there, man. Seriously. I mean, right now, it's like I'm right there in field goal range. But hopefully this doesn't tank again. Hopefully we just go positive. If I go positive, I'll get a nice day out of this. But, you know, we're right at that point. If it reverses again, I'm going to take an L for the day. Tesla just did a fucking shit. You look at Tesla?
I bought Tesla when it was going up. It's going down now.
I knew you bought it. That's why you fucked me on this.
So, yeah, I'm about to give all my money back.
Nah. You know what? Like I said, I'm looking at the chart right now on Tesla, and like I said, it's got to get past 360, 125, which I think it's going to do. And once it does that. You like that English, right? But once it does that, then you're looking at it. It should charge up to 364.
There it goes. Nope.
It's trying. I mean, like I said, at least you got some more capital to put in there, man. I'm almost all tapped out. Let me see if I can buy some more shares. Buy? Nope, it won't let me buy shit at this point. It's like, yeah, you're a loser. Nope. You have no more money. Oh, I just bought 200 shares of Palantir. I should have bought that a while ago. Oh man, everything just went down.
Tesla's trying.
Yeah, no, Tesla's right there. Palantir just took a dip down, man. Seriously. All right, you should be positive on Tesla at this point.
Yeah, I'm just up 500.
Okay.
40.
Let's see which one makes the run. Oh, Palantir flushed down like crazy, man. Come on, let it get past there. I mean, it's above that point, 361.25. So now it should make that move up to 363. If it can do that, then at least I can cash out of this one. Mamma mia. Here we go again. Wow, Palantir just... Oh my goodness, man. Wow. That just did a tank and a half. Whatever. Oh boy.
Tesla's doing a nosedive.
Yeah, I see it. Wow, now I'm down 6,400, 7,000.
Yeah.
If I get close to 10, I'm going to call it a day.
I'm gonna have to wait. I'm down 1,300.
Holy
No,
shit! What is
you know
Trump
what?
on TV right now?
Oh, it's running up.
Is Trump on TV?
I don't know.
Usually when he's on TV, shit like this happens. We're gonna blow up North Korea. They're a bunch of losers. You know what I'm saying? China sucks. Russia better not mess with us because we're gonna have problems. All right. It's coming back up, so. But I'm down $5,000 on Palantir. At least Tesla's rebounding.
Yeah, it just doesn't want to break that. Come on.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
Trying.
Okay, now you got to be positive.
Yep.
Now I hope this freaking thing takes off, man. Seriously.
It's gonna take off because I just don't.
Did you really? What'd you get out of it?
Yeah. Hold on, I got the window too small.
Yeah. It came back down, man. So you're better than me today.
All right, so I finished for the day.
Yeah.
1,590.
Oh shit! So now you can help me pay for my patio.
Negative.
I'm only down $3,000, so I gotta somehow or another slide that into the billing for my patio, so it doesn't look like I lost money. You know what? If Tesla can make a comeback and Palantir just gets close to zero, I'll get out of this today. Like I said, I'm only down about $3,000. It's not bad. And literally, like I said, first off, Palantir's down, down 3,800. That's $1. It's not, it's not the end of the world for that stock. But the shit, I don't know what happened, man. What made it drop? But you know what? That's what ends up happening when you don't pay attention all the time. No, you had a good day though. 1,500, excellent. That's a rarity.
Yeah, well, ever since I switched over to this new system, I've been having good luck. So I probably shouldn't say that.
Yeah, now you're gonna have to screw it up. Well, the one thing I know is it gets. That's why I can't understand what happened with GameStop because I got to look into that and see what that's. I got to give them a call and see what happened because the execution just didn't happen. So I don't know if it was the market maker was there or what was going on. If it was a backlog or something, but that's odd that it didn't take any orders. It's not that it was slow. It was just not taking any orders. And I know the stock wasn't stopped trading. Yeah, I have no idea. Because I'm looking at level 2 on it right now, and it's not showing. I mean, the trading's going so slow on it, it's ridiculous. If you look at GameStop, it's 30 by 34, and it's like bogged up. All right, go do what you got to do, man. I'm gonna be sitting here until I die, until I get out of this stock, because you know me, man. I don't like to lose.
All right, so I put a half hour in this morning, and I'm up $1,590.
Loser.
Hey. I don't go in buying 5,000 shares. I go in low and then move around a little bit.
All right, big dick. I'll give you a holler when I actually get out of this shit, all right?
Oh, how do I clock out? Right click?
Right click, yeah. Right click on the red.
Yeah.
Go all the way down to the bottom, close, and then when it says to save your layout, save it. Good job.
Okay, I saved it.
Yeah. You know what? That's the problem, man. Honestly, I went in, I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention, but I just went in too much. You know what it was? Yesterday, I was trading on the road. So what ended up happening, man? I was trading off the phone, and I hate trading off the phone sometimes but I had meetings and stuff. So I was going in and out of the meetings trying to make money like a loser, and that's gambling. You know that. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have the time. So today I wanted to make up for what I didn't make yesterday. That's why I went in heavy, heavy, heavy. Whatever. Shit happens. All right, brother. I'll talk to you later. I'm only down 1,700.
Nice.
Talk to you later. Bye. So now I'm 1,200. I'm getting there, you know? So 11. Now that he's off the phone, I'll probably make money. He's like a jinx. Jinxie. That's what I'm going to call him. So Tesla's making a move up. If it can just blow up a little bit and get me to break even, I'll call it a day and say, hey, what the hell, man? Seriously. So right now I'm only down about $900. And you know what? I can't really complain about that. Oh, come on. You got to be fucking kidding me, man. Seriously. So I got 2,000 shares of Tesla. And at this point, I'm going to sell it out in a minute. Let's see what Tesla does. It's trying. It's trying to give me a profit. Okay. Tesla's my winner, so. Come on. Come on. Son of a bitch. All right, Palantir's coming back. I'm up 500 for the day, which at this point I probably should take. But for all the aggravation, I'd like to see 3,000 or 4,000. I probably won't get it though. But you know what? I've been positive all day on this market, and I still feel I'm going to make money on this market. It's Palantir really screwed me. Really screwed me big time, man. Seriously. I can't believe how much that screwed me, this stock. Unbelievable, man, for real. So I'm a buck right now up. Holy shit, man. Seriously. I can't believe this shit drops that fast, man. That's unreal, man. Seriously. What the hell's going on? It's like it's fighting to go up, and then in 2 seconds, it just drops back down. I'm down $900 when I was up over 1,000. This is bullshit. Tesla was up $2,000, and now it just did a tank, and I'm down 400 on it. You know what? That's horse shit, man. Seriously. And I know I'm crying like a baby, but in all honesty, man, the downward pressure on this shit is just killing me today. All right, I'm almost there. Almost. Come on, you son of a bitch. So let me put it this way. Obviously, you're trading with emotion at every given moment. Anybody says you're not trading with emotion is full of shit. Simple as that. When it's a good day, oh, yeah. But you have to control your emotions. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? This is not about the money at all. This is about me being successful at what I do. You know, if I lose $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, yay! I don't like it. Who would? You know what I'm saying? That's like going to a casino and losing $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Is it going to change your life? No, it's not going to change your life, more than likely. But the reality is who wants to give away money, you know what I'm saying, at any day? Now, when you look at it realistically throughout the year, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're not going to win every friggin' day. That's impossible. But to me, a break even or making nothing on this thing is just as bad as a good day. In all fairness, I mean, it really is. You know, if I go in there and I'm only making, $200, I'm just like, what was the? It was a waste of time, in my opinion. Honestly, I could have just sat there and did nothing the whole time and been better off instead of dealing with the aggravation and the bullshit. You know, so right now, hopefully this doesn't do another freaking tank into the shitter. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, I'm looking good. So I'm back up. Now, I'd like to see 1-to-1 since I was down $7,000 at one freaking point. I'd like to see $7,000 profit. You know, I'm down 26. I'm up 2,600. And at this point, I'm hoping for that one push. If freaking Palantir can give me back a couple $1,000s, man, seriously. I mean, if he could do that, then I'll be at $4,000 or $5,000, which is what I've been trying to do the whole freaking time. You know, I mean, absolute horse shit today. So you want to do 1-to-1, okay? My target was going to 364. That was my target on Tesla. On Palantir, my target is to break the top and go past 125.65. That's my target for that. Now, I'll be honest with you, man. At this point, I'm gonna get out of this freaking shit if I start to see a downward push again because I don't want to deal with this crap today. I'm done. If I'm up $2,300, once it gets to 1,500, I'm calling it a fucking day. Simple as that. And this is why I don't like to trade two stocks at one time because it limits your buying power. I could have bought back into Tesla at a much lower rate. I'd be sitting like a king right now. But instead, what I did was I split it among two, and I wasn't prepared for that. So I'm at 2,300. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if I get to 1,500, I'm calling it a fucking day. There you go. That's one. I'm done with Tesla and Palantir. Let me see how many shares. 3,200. Oh my God, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm losing again on this shit, man. Seriously. This is gonna leave me about $1,400. If it gets to 1,000, minus 1,000, I'm done. I'm absolutely done for today. I don't give a shit one way or the other, man. Bullshit. I lied. All right, come on. Just show some kind of fucking profit, you piece of shit. All right, just bought another 3,000 shares. All right, I'm into it for 8,200 shares now. So my average is 124.67. So hopefully, I get my money out of this right away. And there we go. I'm up 470. Come on. Come on, I'm up 300. I just need that one push. Come on. I got 8,200 shares, and this is literally a nickel either way is going to screw me one way or the other. So you have a little sell-off pressure here. It double topped, almost triple topped, which is not a good sign, okay? So, but I got my finger on the sell button in 2 seconds. And like I said, I'm willing to take an L for today. But you figure at 8,200 shares, I'm literally 20 cents out of the money right now. That's it. At minus 16, I'm 20 cents. That's all it is. You can't look at the dollar amount. It's literally 20 cents. So if it goes up and it starts retracing back up there, that 20 cents will be made up in a heartbeat. So I'm almost down 25 cents, give or take. All right, so now I'm down about 10 cents. And if we make the move up, which we're starting to do, okay, but this is the critical factor right here is that 125, when we make that push up, it's got to blow past 125.12, okay, and there we go. We're up 1700, and let's see if we get a nice run on this thing. I'm up 2200, 23. Come on, let's get a $4,000 or $5,000 run on this thing. But again, this is only 20 cents. I'm only up 20 cents. Okay, so let's be very clear. This is not a massive winner. Okay, this is trying to. Now I'm up like a nickel at this point. Okay, so it's trying. And it's right there. If it can blow past this, okay, it's trying. If it can blow past this, then, I mean, it'll go to new highs for the day. And if it can get to 125.65, I'm up $8,000. But if it doesn't, if it retreats, I'll be at a zero for the day. So let's see what happens. Come on. It's right there. Come on, come on, come on. Nice big blow up. Okay. 7, 6, 7, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Come on, come on. Oh, it was right there. It's testing it. And it's gonna, my personal opinion, it's gonna go through it now. But there's a lot of weighted pressure on that right now. There we go. All right. You know what? That loser can kiss my ass right now. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. This is important right here. If it breaks through this, then we're going to be sitting pretty. Come on. And if it doesn't break through this, I got to be honest with you, I'm probably going to just call it a day. Because at this point, I'm up about almost a little over $5,000. No, actually 46, 47, something like that. Whatever. No, I got it. There we go. There we go. 4,100. Come on. So what I did was I clocked out of Tesla, which I should have done a long time ago, you know, but I clocked out of Tesla and I bought big into Palantir. So I had the excess capital to buy into it. Whereas before I didn't, I lowered my dollar cost average into it. Oh man, I saw 5 for a second. I should have taken that bid. Come on. Come on. $4,400. Sorry about the camera going sideways, man. I don't even pay attention. I'm just looking at my money. So half the time I'm looking at the money. And then next thing I know, I'm holding the camera like an idiot. Now it just dipped back down to 2,300. If this gets down to like 1,500, I'm gone. You know what? It might not do it because right now it's double tapped it. It's tried to push it up there, but I'm not going to sit here and look to recoup anything. If it breaks it, great. If it goes down below 1,500, I'm gone. 1,500 could be 3,400 for the day. If it makes a charge above it, then I'll take it and run with it. But if it goes below 1,500, I don't really care. Because if you look at the chart over here, you're getting a huge sell-off when you get above 125. 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. Okay, so that means there's a tremendous amount of selling going up there, trying to hold it down. You know, I've seen a few bids that have gone up there, but for the most part, it's going up there, and there's just a ton of selling going off there. So, like I said, if I get to 1,500, I'll call it a day. You know, at that point, 3,400, I really can't complain too much, you know, considering that I was down like 7 grand at one point. So at 3,500, I don't care. Right now, it's still holding steady. I don't want to miss out on the upward push. You know what I'm saying? If it does break this level right now, then you're going to see it. Then I'm going to be $6, 7, $8,000 in the money just on Palantir. So there we go. It's touching it one more time. If it makes it through here, great. If it doesn't make it through here, then you're going to see a rejection. Simple as that. Just like that. You know, so right now it rejected it one more time. You know, again, look at it. Here you got a topping candle, rejected it, coming back down. The candle hasn't closed out yet. So, you know, we're going to see if they can put some more pressure on there. But for the most part, it looks like it's going to hold out there for a while unless you can get another candle and basically push that to the top. That's really what it's going to come down to. But regardless, I'm positive for the day. Up almost $2,000 on Tesla. I'll probably be same amount, give or take, on Palantir. So yeah, you can see this candle's faltering big time. You're not seeing any more buying going into it, so I'm out. The candle actually turned red, so I sold out. Hold on one second. Yeah, it's definitely yeah, look at it right now. You could see it definitely a good thing I got out of it. It's at 87 right now, so I'd be losing money again. So, like I said, that's the game you play. I finished up today about 4,039.48. Truthfully, like I said, when you look at a chart and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles, topping candles, that's not a good sign. Okay, that's a sign basically saying that they're keeping it down. Now, had this last candle closed it up, then yeah, then you could start looking at it. You know, the next candle here, we're at 125.12. So is it trying? Yeah, it's trying to make new highs and stuff, but right now it's gotta push, and it's gotta push hard up there. So let's just see what happens. There's just a tremendous amount of selling going on, a tremendous amount. You know, there's a huge block up there. And, you know, you have blind pools up there as well. And that's really what's keeping it down this second. So, you know, I'm up $4,000. I'm not going to cry about it. That was 1020. So it took me about an hour to make $4,000. You know what? It's better than me working in I don't know. I don't want to insult anybody's job in any way, shape, or form. But you know what I'm saying. You know, at my age, if I had to go get another job, if something ever happened to my job, I'd be screwed beyond belief. You know, I'd be whatever. I'd be doing something really pathetic at this point, you know. And like I said, I'm not insulting any one shape or form, because you do what you got to do. But, you know, the best thing I ever did was learn this 25, 30 years ago, along the way with my career. And one of the best things I ever did was learn different platforms and stuff. If you're gonna trade, make sure you understand platforms. Make sure you understand that, you know, if you're into a quote unquote free service like Thinkorswim, it's not free. Trust me on that. You kidding me? I remember one time I got my statement, and I looked at it, and that year, and this is going back maybe 7 years ago, 8 years ago, I had made somewhere in the neighborhood about $180,000, $200,000 trading profit. And all of a sudden, for some reason, I started digging around, and I'm talking to my accountant, and my accountant's like, well, he goes, you actually made around 240,000. I said, what are you talking about? He goes, you paid almost $40,000 in fees. I said, no, I didn't. I go, that's impossible. And we went through the whole statement, and he showed me where I was paying the fees. So especially when you're dealing with low cap stocks, you're paying per share between the spread on the bid and the ask. Okay, it's not internal. Okay, that's internal. There's not an external fee unless you're borrowing, obviously, shares and you're going short. Then you pay an added fee on that one. But on Thinkorswim, how they charge you is between the spread. So no place works for free. So if you think they're working for free, you're as stupid as a woodchuck, honestly. Then you really are dumb. That Thinkorswim's going to give you all these charts, and they're going to say, hey, yeah, park the money with here. Thinkorswim makes money off of every trader that's out there, and they make more money than anybody else. The same thing like Robinhood. People used to use Robinhood, and then they realized that there was all these deals with market makers going on there. So next thing I know, you're buying a stock, you think you're paying $1 for it, and meanwhile Robinhood really got it for 93 cents, 92 cents. They made 8 cents a share off of you. Okay, that's the difference. When you're making 8 cents off of every share, that's ridiculous. So here we're looking at Palantir again. It's making one more charge up. Is it going to break it? Who knows? It's at 34, 31, 35. All right, I just went in there one more time. Let's see what happens. It might have been a stupid play, but I think it might have actually broke it this time. So I just went in there 8,200. It's definitely trying to break it, but this one was a very risky move. Okay, I'm trying to go in at high of day, and sometimes there's a huge rejection at it. The only thing I looked at is it broke several of the candles. It's coming back down. I could be giving back my whole day on this one. So yeah, it was a stupid play, but I like high of day sometimes on the break. I should have went lower, but you know what? I didn't set it up that way. But I'm not also looking to make, $2 on this thing. I want to make 30 cents on this thing and get the hell out of it. So it's holding steady. I'm only down about 1,200, 1,300 on this. So I'm still profitable for the day. So I don't give a shit one way or the other, in all honesty. Okay. So let's just see what it does. If we can get another surge in there. I mean, they had a nice surge on this candle. It went from $1.40, 24.58 to all the way up to $1.25.58. I mean, it went up $1 in a matter of seconds. So let's see if there's more momentum, if it passed that blind pool that's in there, and let's just see if we can get a profit out of this. Again, it's a break of day, so this might not have been the smartest thing in the world, but hey, you know what? Shit happens, you know what I'm saying? So basically for the day, I'm down now. And this is the game you play, man. Just be sure to know that when you're trading, at every trade, you've got to control what you're doing, and you've got to look at it and say, I'm taking a calculated risk. This was not a calculated risk, because if a calculated risk, more than likely what I should have done is I should have gone in with maybe 500, 1,000 shares, whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But, my gut, I'm like, hey, I'm up, I'll do it. But I didn't realize I was going with 8,200 shares. But hey, I did it, and it's over with. So I got to live with the consequences. But the reality is you can't just do something without thinking it. But when I'm talking and trying to do, this shit video and stuff like that, that's the problem that you run up with, okay? That you're making a commentary on something and you're trying to make something happen instead of boring everybody to death. So, for my friends, when I, talk to them about trading and stuff like that, I look at it, and unfortunately, my problem is right now, I've been doing it for so long, I don't look at the money anymore as if it's real money. The same thing as if you're going into a casino. They give you the chips, they give you this, they give you that, and there's no, belief that it's real money anymore. You're throwing down $100 chips, and next thing you're down $2,000-3,000, and you don't know what they'll happen. Meanwhile, go outside the casino and rip up $100 bills and just throw them in the air and see how long you do that for before you're like, what am I doing? But that's what you're doing when you're in the casino. And this is the same way. When you're not paying attention to what's going on here, the numbers just don't mean anything. 8,200 shares, if we do the math, times $125, that's, it's a tremendous amount of money. There's no two ways around it, but when you're looking at it, you know what I'm saying? It's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not real money, blah, blah, blah. So it's coming back right now. Hopefully it makes this run up there. If it makes this run up there, then I'll be fine. I'll get out of this. And I literally will stop trading the rest of the day at this fucking point because, like I said, this was just a spur of the moment. I'm like, hey, let's try it. I should have tried it with 500 shares, but you live and learn, you know what I'm saying? So let's just see if this can catch a bid on it and take off. If it doesn't, you know what? I'll break even for the day, and I don't give a shit one way or the other. Sorry for the cursing, but that's just who I am. Some people curse, some people don't curse. I happen to curse, so that's how life is. So come on, make one big push up, and then I gotta go eat breakfast. Come on. So no matter what, I'll be done in an hour. So from 9:30 to 10:30, I'll be done in an hour. Whether I make 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, that's all that's going to make a difference at this point. 27, 26, 31. Or if I lose 1,000, it's all the same thing. But again, if you look at this, all right, between the bid and the ask, okay, right, when you start to go higher shares, something like Palantir, you're 13 by 16, 12 by 16, 14 by 16, you're not seeing a huge spread. But when you start to go into something where the spread is tremendous, even if you're going into, obviously the lower the price of the stock, the bigger the spread percentage that you're paying. So if you see $1 stock, a $2 stock, a $3 stock, whatever it's going to be, that's when you start to look at it, and that's when it causes you a lot of aggravations. And I know a lot of people, they play, these quote unquote dollar stocks, penny stocks, whatever you want to call them. Okay. I'm not a big fan of those at all. The reason why is when you start playing them, you're talking about a flush down. And listen, I did it a long time ago. I was never successful at it. Never. And the reason why is, you're getting into something and you're trying to buy and sell higher, and unfortunately, whoever got in it early was a lot smarter than you. So by the time you get into it, and if you happen to catch a good one where it's running up, oh, great. You know what I'm saying? That's fantastic. But unfortunately, if you catch it the wrong time and it flushes, and it's happened to me where I've been in there and I've lost $10, $20, $30,000 at a clip, okay? And all you can do is A, sell the position out, B, hope and pray that it bounces back, okay? And then you start buying back on it, which I've seen a lot of people do, okay? They start dollar cost averaging down on a penny stock, a dollar stock, which is, there's no value to the stock whatsoever. So you're going to dollar cost average down on something that's up 400% for the day, and you think it's going to bounce back? Are you on crack or something? Seriously. You can see where it's basically tipped down and where it's basically flushed out, and then it's hit that mountain. It's on the backside of the curve at that point. Everybody sees it, but you can't control it. That's the problem. And when you can't control it, that's when it becomes a huge, huge problem. So that's why I'm not a huge fan of it at all. There's guys out there, and they have courses and whatnot, and they swear by it that they make a ton of money, which is great, And when you have a huge following and you're selling courses, quote unquote, great. God bless you, man. You make money hand over fist. That's the way you do it. But the reality is if I guarantee you, if you took a poll of all the people who've made money on those quote unquote courses, okay, and how many people have lost, it'll still be the same percentage, it'll be 90%, 95% followed him and lost money. That's a guaranteed. And any one of these gurus, you know what I'm saying? Guaranteed. Because you know what? Until you learn how to really trade, okay, and you can control your emotions and you can control the way you're getting in and out, like I said, you're going to lose. I'm going to lose. You're going to lose. Everyone loses. Simple as that. It's just, can you control your losses that you don't start vengeful trading and this and that? That's what it comes down to. So today I might make 1,000. Tomorrow I may make 2,000. The next day I can't lose 5,000. That's my mindset. I might lose 1,000. All right, I lost lost for the day, but I'm still up 2,000 for the week. That's how you have to look at it. You have to look at it as a weekly goal, a monthly goal. Okay? If you look at it for a minute by minute by minute goal, you're going to lose every single time. Okay? So right now, if I look at this from a minute by minute goal, I'm up $1,000, let's just say, give or take, something like that. Now, is it a great day? I sort of killed myself, you know what I'm saying? I openly admit that. But now, if I'm, let's just say when I was down 7,000 on this trade, okay? At that point, I'm like, oh, 7,000, it just ruined my day. It didn't ruin my day. This month I'm up, let's see. Hold on a second. This month I'm up over 100 grand. So, no matter what happens, I'm still gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Now, I hate being wrong. Everybody hates being wrong, but shit happens. You know what I'm saying? So I'm up 100, but you know what? Today I might lose, So I'll finish the month up 99, 90, 85, 60, 50. Whatever I finish up, you know what I'm saying? If I make 600 grand a year trading, 500 grand a year trading, 300 grand a year trading, I don't need more than that. I have this is a side income to me. That's all this is. All the money I have in this account, has nothing to do with my retirement accounts. Okay. This is capital that I have no problem trading and losing, because 90% of this capital I made on trading. So I could care, maybe 95% at this point, actually. So all this money is just, it's a gravy, If I want to take it out, which I flush it out every single day, I don't care, I have extra money for the month. Simple as that, If I don't make money on it, I could lose 900 grand and I'd still be way ahead of the game at this point. So I don't give a shit one way or the other, okay? And that's the attitude you have to take, okay? But you have to be smart about it. You can have that attitude, but don't be a moron at this point either, okay? Wow. Oh, man, I was hoping this thing was going to plug along, man. Seriously. I saw where the low was. I didn't have the money to buy into it, and I decided I was going to buy the break of the top. So now I got to sit out and wait for this thing to break out, which it will. It will break out. There's no doubt in my mind this thing will break out. Now, last time I said that, I probably lost 20 grand. No, I'm just kidding. There is no doubt. There's always a doubt. Every trade you go into, there's always, it could go left, it could go right. You're taking a concentrated effort to make sure you're going to be right or wrong. That's all you're doing, So let's take a look at this. Right now, this trade is coming in at about 3,600, down 3,400, So it's leaving me with a profit for today. If it makes one more push up, it seems like it flushed out. Hopefully, like I said, we get a nice run up there. That was a huge candle. It retreated back to that. So hopefully it's flushed everything out of there. And if we can get a nice charge up there, I'll be done for the day. I mean, like I said, I only got into this. I went into a huge. I was hoping to get 20, 30 cents out of this to pad to my profits. It didn't work out that way. So I sat in this. Probably 15 minutes I'm into this trade for right now, which was, I was hoping to be in and out of in 30 seconds, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I'm not down a lot, actually. I'm only down about 1,500 on this trade. It's making a new candle up there. Let's just see if it can catch that bid and start to roar past it. If it does that, again, I can stop talking, for God's sakes, and just move on, And again, this is just for my buddies that want to watch this thing, see how I trade. Right now I got about 15, 20 friends that I talk to that are learning how to trade, and I have no problems. My buddy that was on there, he just started a couple months ago, and he's made good money on it, and that's all I'm here for. Because like I said, at this point, I'm just here putting these up there. So if they want to watch it, they want to learn how to trade, because I have so many people asking me all the time, well, how do you do it? How do you do it? And there's no mystery. There's no guru. I'm not selling anything because you can do it yourself. Okay, you can literally figure it out yourself. Now, I don't advise you to use, a shitload of money when you're going in there because you're going to lose money. Every trader, when they first start out, loses money. Simple as that. And the reason why is your emotions get the better of you. You start thinking you're better than you are, and you don't have 100% belief system set up already. So that's where you run into a problem. So what I would recommend you do is look on the internet, look on every video you can look at, and you'll see the commonality of all these quote unquote gurus and traders and stuff. See what they do. See the live videos that they're doing and see how they're trading. And you'll see guys, I mean, listen, some guys win, some guys lose every day, And the guys that stick with it, they know what they're doing. They can absorb the loss, and then they can move on. That's fantastic, If you can't do that, you're not going to survive this game. Simple as that. Well, it rejected that top again, so I'm a little annoyed. Oh my goodness. I hate to lose. Hate's a hard word. But you can hate a lot of things, pal. A lot of things. All right, so at least they bought that stupid candle up hugely. Okay? Oh, God, I'm starving. Wait, I have no breakfast. Whatever will be, will be. All right. Come on. And this is one other thing I was going to say, is that, yesterday I traded short on time. And when I did that, you can't sit around here for a half hour staring at a screen when you've got to go someplace in 10 minutes. And the difference between that is that, I think it's going to go up. But at this point, if I had an appointment, I would have to run and say, I'll get back to you later, and I'll get back to the screen later. Granted, I'm down 6,000, and you know what? I'm going to let this thing run instead of letting the video run, and let's see what happens. I'm going to leave it open, the trade. I'm not going to close it out. And like I said, I could be, right now, I'm looking at it at 124.55 is is the line in the sand. If it starts to break down between that line and the sand, I'm going to have to really call it a day, because at that point, it's going to be on the downside, and that's not a good sign. So, it's at 124, 125 at this point. And that's the thing you got to remember. I'm only down 40 cents. It's not like I'm down, $4. Okay, so with this, everyone's like, oh, you're down 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Yeah, I get it, but let's put it into context. If I had 800 shares only, I'd be down $328, $398. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be like, oh yeah, it's not the money. Okay, it's the amount of cents that you're down. Okay, because this literally, I'm 40 cents out of the money, 30 cents out of the money, give or take. Okay, so at 30 cents, that's a quick move. That's a huge, it shouldn't take you all day to move that up. So now we just had a nice strong candle that broke up above there again. So it's basically taking the trend line and it's holding it tremendously at that point. It hasn't broken above that trend line except for one time, and then it came back down. So now if we can break above that trend line, we're going to get that momentum going up. You know, the stock is up still, so I can't complain about it. But at the same time, you know, this was I was looking for that dollar move, that real, and that's the one thing about Palantir is that sometimes you get these moves that are just astronomical, and they just you know they just blow up, and at the same time, you know, you get those moves that are downward pressure, and you're like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. So that's what I'm hoping for is that we catch a bid right now and you know it makes it for 40-50 cents, and at that point you know I can get the hell out of here and go you know do whatever I got to do. So I thought I was going to do it right then and there, but there's a huge flush down, so we'll see what happens. But I'll do a follow-up on this. Like I said, I'm boring myself, actually. I got to be honest with you, I'm just boring the shit out of myself. You know, when I'm losing money, I hate it. All right, I'll talk to you later.